Hi, I'm Kevon De Silva, and I'm a co-founder of Impactica Labs. Today, it's my pleasure to be here with you to talk about the solutions we're building to improve access to the social safety net. For over 100 million people in the United States, access to benefits are critical to their economic security, day-to-day well-being, and serve as a foundation for their economic mobility. From healthcare and nutrition to access to essential services, access to these publicly funded programs are facilitated by both for-profit essential service providers and nonprofit organizations that we serve at Impactica. Unfortunately, today, access to these programs is encumbered by long applications, antiquated systems, and confusing procedures, resulting in an unnecessary burden that has been acknowledged by the federal government as a time tax on some of the most vulnerable communities in our nation. These processes are so difficult, upwards of 40% of people who are eligible for benefits cite understanding the process and providing financial documentation in a timely manner as the main reasons they drop out of programs. These obstacles have massive ramifications to the tune of over $80 billion being left on the table by those who need it most. Beyond the effect on individual families, this impacts local economies and essential service providers missing out on billions of dollars in revenue each year. We set out to solve this challenge and impact. So we asked ourselves, if most private companies can access complete financial information on an individual in a matter of minutes to make decisions, why does it take that same individual hours to days to compile the same information about themselves when applying for benefits? So we set out to create what we call Impactica Financial ID. We provide a tool for service providers to give to their customers to access their own financial data that they will need to apply for benefits. In effect, Financial ID does for benefits what the Common App has done for college applications, but in the pursuit of making access to essential goods and services much easier. We do this by connecting over 400 payroll systems, 12,000 banks, and making direct connections to government data systems. Thanks to Fintech Sandbox, we've been able to test with relevant data sets with partners such as Equifax, Plaid, and Argonne. So let's walk through what setting up a financial ID profile is like when applying for SNAP. We can white label these sites and provide an eligibility calculator that after a few questions, individuals are able to know how to apply for the benefits they're seeking. We start with building their financial ID by connecting their bank accounts, enabling them to find their bank, sign in, consent to all the information being provided, and then doing the same with their employers. Now they have all the relevant documents for applications here in one place, ready and accessible for them and the organizations they are applying for benefits with. We provide what we call a financial ID statement, which aggregates all the relevant data for applications in an easy-to-use UI. And once the file is complete, they have everything they need to apply. We offer organizations a simple tool that is mobile ready for their customers and a platform and API for them to connect into to manage this process. Our pricing is meant to accommodate organizations of any size and type, from your largest national healthcare provider to your local community-based nonprofit organization. May 11th, 2023 is an important date, as it's the official end of the COVID-19 public health emergency. 20 million people are at risk of losing access to these essential programs over the course of a year due to inability of the state to process applications in a timely manner, despite having hired over 100,000 new people and dealing with backlogs that include incomplete, ineligible, and fraudulent applications, jamming up the process. And in turn, service providers like healthcare providers, utilities, and telecoms all face massive billion-dollar shortfalls due to these loss of benefits. So where are we today? We're looking to complete development of our platform by the end of the quarter, with the plan for a beta release with a national nonprofit partner to run our pilot. By Q3, we plan to launch Financial ID 1.0 for the broader public and plan to spend Q4 focused on healthcare access implementations well into 2024. So from this group, we're asking for help building partnerships and finding trial implementations with organizations in healthcare, such as managed care organizations, universities, hoping to ensure that students have access to vital benefits, and nonprofits working on benefits enrollment assistance, as well as systems integrators and consultants that are helping both federal and state governments with these systems. Thank you for your time today.